Announcement. The hemp revolution will not be televised. I repeat, the hemp revolution will not be televised. Welcome to the Hemp Revolution podcast, the global hotspot for the buzz and the cannabis. You can hear the stories of the green rush from the dreamers who are writing the rules, innovating the business, and changing history forever. Immerse yourself with the fascinating stories from the leaders in the hemp health revolution to learn how we are changing the game forever. Introducing your hosts, James Brinkerhoff and Sonia Gomez.
Today, I will be here with you. My name is James Brinkerhoff Jr. I'm super excited to be back. And I have got a pretty cool topic of conversation today. Cannabis, which means the munchies for many, but it could also mean appetite suppression depending on the appropriate terpenes that are in the cannabis strain or added to the cannabinoids or the product that you might be taking. And while terpenes itself, they do a good job for those who feel the munchies, cannabis plus terpenes will actually supercharge it. Okay, the olfactory researchers, the guys that are studying or have been studying the sense of smell, the olfactory sense, they've always known about the incredible power of terpenes. But few people really understood that terpenes are more powerful than many pharmacological compounds, including cannabinoids, even THC. And this has been demonstrated. I'm not just making this up. This has been demonstrated in articles. And I'll be posting an article down below from nature.com where they talk about this in this journal. And in this issue, this highly respected journal Nature, in this link, there's a very interesting article that regards to the power of terpenes. And this article contains some heavy psychopharmacology and neurochemistry. So not everyone's going to want to attack all the fine print, but it's evidence there. So to help those people, let's break it down a little bit, right? The article points out that cannabis, due to its ability to turn on the endocannabinoid receptors in the body, especially these EC1 receptors in the brain. Now that's a known fact. And another well-known proven fact is that hunger and satiety, the feeling of feeling full, is controlled primarily by the limbic system. It's kind of like our subconscious. And in the brain, it's called the hypothalamus. In a very general sense, when the hypothalamus is excited, people get very, very hungry due to the presence of receptors which cause hunger. Now, when the ventromedial hypothalamus sitting next door, right next to it, is excited, satiety occurs. That means that you feel full, all right? So when the ventromedial hypothalamus, which is next door to the hypothalamus, gets stimulated or excited, the hunger all disappears, right? And this is due to the presence of receptors which cause us to feel full. Right, so when you take certain strains of cannabis, especially through smoking or vaping, and it's very interesting that happens, since both the hypothalamus contains the EC receptors, when CB1 receptor grab THC, and certain groups of related terpenes, they cause profound hunger, right? This is where we get the munchies. You know, smoke a joint, get the munchies, right? That's what everybody's used to, or that's what kind of the general populace talks about, right? Or you see the pictures of the cartoons with the guy who just smoked and now he's eating tons of pizza and ice cream and stuff, right? Well, it's interesting because the information contained in this article shows the general mechanism. Once THC gets injected directly to the lateral hypothalamus, you get hungry. Okay, if it gets directly into the ventromedial hypothalamus, there's hunger. Okay, if there's THC directed in the lateral hypothalamus with CB1 antagonist, like a scent, a terpene, there's hunger with an antagonist. And if you inject THC directly into the ventromedial hypothalamus with CB1 antagonist, that equals the feeling of being full. So the study shows that the ventromedial hypothalamus will override the lateral hypothalamus when both are stimulated by THC and a CB1 receptor antagonist, terpene odor. So this THC blended with terpenes creates incredible results for many different things, right? And a lot of people are stuck. I'm looking at a lot of these big corporate companies, and I'm just kind of fed up with it. But they're all pushing this distillated THC and CBD, which only does a fraction of the miracles that you hear about. The miracles with Rick Simpson's oil. It's a full spectrum oil. That one even contains all the green matter, right? And it contains everything, all the terpenes, bioflavonoids, all the different cannabinoids that are in there. And that whole thing, they're all working together to create an effect, right? Well, scientists now, they're tweaking these terpenes and these cannabinoids, and they're finding out amazing stuff. So here's a product that you can lose weight with THC, THCV, and certain terpenes. It's pretty cool, you guys. So what's here? What is true here for hunger and satiety is also true for pain modulation, mood effect, as well as most other known effects of cannabis. In other words, using the proper terpenes, we can turn on the endocannabinoid receptors. It's like an activator in one area, such as decreasing pain, while blocking in another area, such as decreasing hunger, right? So there's all different, and there's probably thousands of different terpene combinations that create different effects with these endocannabinoids. So we are on the very beginning, the front of a scientific movement to discover what all these cannabinoids can do for our endocannabinoid system, and how us tweaking and testing all these terpenes, how they can affect us. It could be a whole new wave of medicine. And I myself am super excited about this. And I'm also talking to close friends of mine about the future of terpenes. And some of us last weekend I was in a meeting with a friend of mine, a product formulator, who was talking about how he thinks terpenes are the future. And we might find out about terpenes. We might not even need cannabis to effectively work on some of these maladies and ailments with just pure terpenes. It's pretty exciting. So with that being said, you guys, I think that terpenes are generally the future, and it's a big area to study. So I'm going to leave the link below to this article, and I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. I'm super excited about the future of terpenes, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about different terpene combinations and how people are getting amazing results. And actually, we want to include the scientific evidence that this is working for people all around the world and the scientists that are studying this stuff. So if you ever thought that cannabis, all it can do is give you munchies and make you fat, I hope I just proved you wrong. The link to this Nature Journal article is going to be below, and I'm super excited for your comments below. Tell me what you think, and we can't wait to see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening to another Rockstar episode of the Hemp Revolution podcast. I'm your host, Sonia Gomez, and just for you, we took notes on this episode along with the links and other resources mentioned inside of today's show. Get them for free right now by going to theemeraldcircle.com. Now, if you want more on this, please subscribe to the show on Apple Podcast or wherever you like to listen, and you will be automatically entered in to our monthly giveaway where you can get swag bags, all kinds of cool gifts and discounts from our guests, and exclusive offers that are only mentioned right here in the Hemp Revolution podcast. I can't wait for you to share this with your friends. With your help, we've been able to impact millions of people's lives around the world with the truth about hemp and cannabis. And we know that you love us so much that you're going to leave a review and rate us right now on your favorite platform to absorb content just like this. Now, we challenge you to dream big and love the life that you live. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you on our next episode of the Hemp Revolution podcast. Ciao for now.